This is your commencement. You've worked hard, and you deserve to celebrate your accomplishments as you look forward to a new beginning. As President Mortensen mentioned, in just 2 months from today, I will join you in celebrating a commencement of my own as I step down as Dean of this wonderful College of Business after serving for 20 years. Thank you, President, for those kind compliments. I really appreciate it, and to you, our graduates, as well. Like you, I have been the beneficiary of many wonderful mentors and friends, too numerous to mention, who have made this journey one of joy and discovery at each step along the way. But there is one person who deserves special recognition, even though she would not want it, and that is my wife, Kathy. Kathy, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you, sweetheart. I'm also especially proud to tell you that Kathy and I have 22 grandchildren. We're working very hard to convince them to come to Utah State University in the Huntsman School. One of them has already arrived. He is a sophomore in the Huntsman School, Lincoln Boutwell. Would you please stand, Lincoln? Thank you. Thank you. Few people are privileged to occupy a position like the one I have had for 20 years. It's been an absolute joy and the honor of my lifetime. I will tell you that I often tell people that it's been a labor of love. The first 10 years were all labor, to be quite honest, but the last 10 have all been love. I was not a logical choice for dean, although I started my career as a faculty member at the Harvard Business School for almost 10 years. By the time I was asked to become dean, I was happily running my own business and serving as vice chairman of the university's board of trustees. Some wondered why I would give up a business that I loved to take on this role. At a dinner to welcome me from the other deans, Scott Hinton, then dean of the College of Engineering, presented a list of the top 10 reasons why Doug would find serving as dean a better idea than first-class airfare. I only remember one of the 10 reasons that he mentioned. He said this: it's all about time horizon. He thinks that geologic time is too fast. The irony in that statement struck me as hilarious. As an entrepreneur, my partners and I would conceive of an idea in the morning and execute it in the afternoon. The pace of change can be slow at times in institutions of higher learning. But like you and President Mortensen, I was blessed to attend Utah State University as a student. And like you, I love this university. That's the real reason why I found this opportunity too good to pass up. I will always be grateful for the wonderful relationships and excellent preparation I received while a student here at Utah State. I owe a deep debt of gratitude to many wonderful teachers and friends from my days as a student, but there are two great economists in particular, Reed Durchie and Dilworth Gardner, who stand out in my mind. Their careers influenced not only my life, but tens of thousands of others as well. I accepted the offer to become dean in part because I hope to repay in some small part the feeling of debt that I had to these two great professors by helping to contribute to a new generation of Aggies. I invite each of you to reflect on your experience at Utah State University and on the teachers, the mentors, and those who helped you during your time here. Who are your Reed Durchies? Who are your Dill Gardners? Think about the debt you owe to them and to USU, and to consider how you will want to pay it back in the future in order to contribute to the next generation in years to come. This was something that John Huntsman, our dear friend, greatest benefactor, and namer of our school, cared deeply about. On February 2nd this year, we observed the 8th year since the passing of John M. Huntsman at the age of 80. John died just 2 months after we celebrated the 10th anniversary of the naming of the College of Business in his honor. He was a giant in the affairs of our state and nation, and in the worlds of philanthropy, business, and higher education. He was generous, full of integrity, and kind. all qualities each of us should hope to emulate. He was also the greatest partner the first dean of the John M. Huntsman School of Business at Utah State University could possibly have. John loved Utah State University, and he loved the School of Business that since December 3rd, 2007, has borne his name. He liked to say, quote, "I have been observing Utah State University for the past 50 years, and this is the finest college in America. I didn't go there, but I recognize it as the institution where I would go today if I had to select the very best university," end quote. The son of an Idaho school teacher, John, together with his wife, Karen, devoted his life and most of the family fortune to improving the lives of others. I have a short 2-minute video that of John that was made on that December day in 2007 when we became the Huntsman School of Business. And then again later in 2017, the last year of his life, when he spoke at this commencement ceremony. Let's all watch and listen together.
Is changing dramatically. In business, students must understand the role of emerging nations. They must study the volatility of currencies in order to comprehend financial commerce in a dynamic world. Hopefully, we will earnestly seek the most enriching seminars of study that will give our graduating students a jump start on either Wall Street or Main Street, in either Toronto or Tremont, in either Beijing or Pocatello.
We're just in the beginning years of what we'll look back on and see as a great runway to the moon.
Truly, the School of Business on this beautiful and unique campus should strive to teach not only the latest state-of-the-art business practices, but the inculcation of ethics in all of its forms, to ensure that each graduate is a man or woman of unquestioned integrity. At the end of the day, our character, together with our charity, will determine our ultimate destiny. No matter what the business occasion may bring, no matter what your situation may be personally, if you're ethical and honorable in what you're doing, you will always come out ahead.
No exercise is better for the human heart than reaching down and lifting another up.
I'm humbled that a rural boy could have his name on this school. I thank you. God bless you.
Each time I watch that video, I feel inspired to reach higher, dig deeper, and do more. In 2007, John challenged us to build a business school that produced students who can compete with the very best in the world. Our school was not where we needed to be in 2007, and I told him so, and also David, in the same conversation. He listened, and David listened very carefully for about an hour as I went through the issues. And then John said, "Dean Anderson, we are not investing in Utah State because of where you are today. We are investing in Utah State because of what we believe you can become with our help." He had me there for the duration. The motivation sank deep in my heart, and I knew I wanted to do everything I could to help him realize the vision that he had for Utah State. Were he with us today still, he would be very, very proud of each of you graduates. He saw you in his mind's eye. You are why he worked and gave so tirelessly. His challenge in 2007 has brought us world-class faculty, incredible new curricular and extracurricular opportunities, local, national, and global accolades, and 2 beautiful state-of-the-art buildings, John M. Huntsman Hall in 2016, and our wonderful new Carolyn and Kem Gardner Learning and Leadership Building that we opened just last August. John could see all of this in our future when he said, quote, "There is a remarkable atmosphere on this campus and in the community of Logan. This university has a sense of purpose. There is remarkable quality of life here. These features will all combine to help us make this business school one of the finest in the country," end quote. We have special reason to pause on this commencement day and remember the things that John Huntsman stood for, because he is now our brand. We carry on his legacy. The values that he stood for, service above self, hard work, generosity, and respect for the dignity of all people, these values have endowed our school with qualities more valuable than the many millions he gave us. John believed that true success was not measured in hoarding material wealth, but in the positive impact one can have on others. He frequently stated that his purpose was to use his fortune to alleviate human suffering and to create opportunities for others. His philosophy, and not just his brand, can also bless your life as you strive to emulate his qualities. He became one of the world's most noted philanthropists, but John started early in life giving away money when he really didn't have any money to give away. As he made more money, it increased his capacity to help others, and it brought him joy. He often said he wanted to die barefoot and broke. He kept a quote over his desk as a personal reminder, and these words now embellish the John M. Huntsman Library at the top floor of Huntsman Hall. And you heard John say these in his final words when he was talking to that person in the Huntsman Cancer Institute Hospital. Here's what he said. "No exercise is better for the human heart than reaching down and lifting another up. Were he with us today, I am certain he would invite you all to stand and repeat these words." So, may I ask you and the entire audience to do that? Will you all, graduates and audience, please stand up and join me in reciting these words? You have them in front of you on the screen above and behind me. And I will read this sentence once again, and then let's all repeat it in unison. Here, let me see it first. Say it first one more time. No exercise is better for the human heart than reaching down and lifting another up. So let's do it now together. No exercise is better for the human heart than reaching down and lifting another up. Thank you all. Please be seated. Thank you. Graduates, you have achieved well. Please remember these words of John Huntsman, and also always remember you are Aggies, graduates of the John M. Huntsman School of Business at the Utah State University. Yes, you got it. Yes, indeed. You too can lift and bless the lives of others with your success, as your parents and grandparents have probably told you more than once. Remember who you are and what you represent. So once again, I want to say congratulations, graduates of the great class of 2026. This concludes our convocation ceremony. After exiting the spectrum, we invite all of our graduates, families, and friends to join us for a celebratory ice cream social on the Legacy Field to the southwest of the building. The marshals will direct our graduates to exit row by row and recess out the doors to the east. Once our graduates are all recessed, we invite our guests to make their way on the concourse to exit through the south doors. So now I would like to ask the audience to please join us in standing for the John M. Huntsman School of Business, class of 2026, and remain standing while our graduates have departed the building. So graduates, you're now able to rise and exit row by row out through the east. Congratulations, class dismissed.